All eyes around the state, around the country, around the world are on the Indiana.
Caitlin Clark just did in 41 games what took Diana Taurasi 565 games to accomplish. Let that sink in. The rookie to sophomore leap we're witnessing from Caitlin Clark might be unprecedented in professional basketball history. Yes, everyone's talking about the triple-double. But what if I told you that wasn't even the half?
There it is! A triple
of it. In that same game, Clark and the Indiana Fever broke 11 records. I've analyzed every minute of that demolition of the Chicago Sky, and what I found might leave you speechless. His wasn't just a great night for Caitlin Clark. It was a night that rewrote the WNBA record books. If you're rocking with Indiana, comment below. I've got the fever. Let's go. While the world watched Clark, something historic nearly flew under the radar. DeWanna Bonner stepped onto the court just 7 points away from basketball immortality. 15 years. Thousands of buckets. And now just 7 points from becoming the third all-time leading scorer in WNBA history. Did anyone even notice? As the game began,
having the Fever organization be what it is today, like, it is just so fun to be a part of. There's been a lot of anticipation.
You've done a great job in training camp leading to this moment. Enjoy it. Okay, go out there and have some.
Bonner quietly chased a milestone, and then in the fourth quarter she did it. A swished free throw to tie. Another to pass Tina Thompson. 7,488 career points. Just the third player in WNBA history to reach that summit. And the Indiana crowd. They stood. They cheered. They knew. Because this isn't just an aging star chasing stats. Bonner's a 6-time All-Star. A 2-time champ. And now, the heartbeat of a young Fever team filled with rising stars.
Bonner is the 4th all-time leading scorer in WNBA history, and in her first game with the Fever, will likely move into 3rd all-time. She's currently just 6 points behind Tina Thompson for 3rd on the all-time scoring charts.
But hold up, because the night was just getting started. Remember the doubts about Aaliyah Boston? Could she dominate at the pro level? Especially against her old South Carolina rival, Camila Cardoso. Well, Boston answered with a defensive masterclass. 5 blocks. 13 rebounds. 19 points. She didn't just dominate. She shut down the paint like it was guarded by the Secret Service. Boston is now already 6th in franchise history in blocks and 8th in rebounds, in just 3 seasons. Her stat line made her only the
Bonner, who knocks it away. Cookies, TV, open court, right side, and she lays it in.
second player ever to record 15-plus points, 10-plus rebounds, and 5-plus blocks in a season opener. And the chemistry with Clark. On point. Bounce passes, high-low feeds, rim protection, the duo was in sync. Now back to Clark. She walked into her sophomore season with 62 rookie records in her bag, and left that night with something even more historic, a 20-point, 10-rebound, 10-assist triple-double. No one, not Sue Bird, not Diana Taurasi, not Cheryl Swoops, has ever done that in a WNBA season opener. She's now the fastest player. Ever to reach 3 triple-doubles, needing just 41 games. For comparison, Diana Taurasi needed 565. Courtney Vandersloot. For 30, Clark has 9 games with 20-plus points and 10-plus assists. Vandersloot after 430 games has 10. Clark is redefining what's possible for a point guard in this league.
No, DB is somebody that, is a Hall of Famer, like a legend, not only a good basketball player, a great person, a great leader. The strongest voice in our locker room is hers. And it's fun to have been around here now for about a month just to get to learn from her and soak it in. And I'm really happy she got to do it at the free throw line and all the fans could go crazy and cheer for her because she certainly deserved that moment. And it was really awesome to see and be a part of.
And then came the moment no one saw coming. Clark and Boston, point guard and center, combined for 9 blocks. The most ever by a duo in a WNBA season opener. This isn't just a scoring combo.
To become the 3rd all-time leading scorer wasn't just a personal achievement. It set the tone for what would become a night of record-breaking performances. Now Bonner has only Tina Charles ahead of her at 7,696 points for the 2nd spot on the all-time list. But as impressive as her achievement was,
it's a two-way wrecking crew out there doing things that most duos take years to figure out. The Fever didn't just win. They destroyed the Sky 93-58. That's the 2nd largest win in franchise history. And yeah, 11 records were broken that night. This isn't hype. It's a warning. A franchise that's been rebuilding for years might have just found its foundation. Clark rewriting the record books in real time. Boston anchoring the paint like a veteran.
Hey, good stuff. Okay, we did a lot of really good things. I thought our defense was really good. And when we had lapses, we played through possessions. All right, so we made things happen. Y'all, overall, just hell of an effort.
Bonner, bringing leadership and championship DNA. Add in Mitchell, Hall, and veterans like Howard, Turner, and Cunningham, and suddenly, this team has everything. Spacing. Defense. Ball movement. And a chemistry most teams never figure out. This isn't just about one game. It's about the birth of a WNBA dynasty. The Indiana Fever are not just coming. They're already here. So the real question is,
yes, great job of those long arms of the Leah Boston here, going up multiple times, and then
how many more records will they shatter before the season ends? If you're rocking with Indiana, drop a comment. I've got the Fever. Like.
Ready for the season to tip off. It's the Fever against the Chicago Sky. We saw record crowds a season ago, and I'd say they are back and raring to go in 2025.
Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory, and I have 3 words. Oh my God. Or now.
You had 4 blocks out there. That's more than you ever had in college matches, your WNBA career high. Felt like you were channeling the spirit of Gabby Marshall out there with the blocks. Is that a part of your game that you've been working on the postseason? Are we going to see more blocks out of you as your career rolls on?
Not really something you can work on. I don't know. I felt like I had active hands. I had some pokes when our post players were playing good defense, and coaching staff has just challenged me to try to be a better defender every single practice and just getting better in that area. I still feel like there's a lot of room for me to improve. I don't think any of those blocks were too obvious. You look at the stat sheet and it's like, oh, wow, 4. But, you can get your hand on there and help your teammate out. It makes a world of a difference.
There it is. A triple.
But the most mind-blowing stat shows how Clark is rewriting the record books at warp speed. She now has 9 games with 20-plus points and 10-plus assists, 2nd all-time next to Courtney Vandersloot. What's even more record-breaking is she did this in just 41 games, while Diana Taurasi, also with 9 such games, took 565 games to reach that mark. League leader Courtney Vandersloot needed 430 games to reach 10 such performances.
Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see Catlin Clark play.
She moves the knee.
He just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
Season is here, and we have no more time for flirting, folks. We have no more time. It's time to get serious about our business. And Caitlin Clark handled her business game 1. 20, 10, and 10. 20, 10, and 10. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, what do the kids say? Belt to ass. Oh, yeah. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Indiana Fever, destroy, obliterate, run out of the gym, the Chicago Sky. 93-50.
Now you know.
Subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss a moment of history being made. Because with Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and this squad, you're not just watching basketball, you're watching the future.